Hi dear students, today I am going to take plus 2 computer science first chapter, that is structures and pointers. Before entering to this unit, we can recollect some data that we studied in the last year, that is data types. What is meant by data types? Data types means to identify the nature of the data, or that is used to specify the type of data. In C++, data types are mainly derived into three types, that is user defined data types, fundamental data types and derived data types. Last year we come across only fundamental data types, that is int, char, void, float and tuple. And we all know that these fundamental data types are inadequate to represent all type of data. So, our programming language provides a facility to define new data types as desired by the user, that is structures. Look at this figure. It shows an identity card of a student. Here, name, father, class, these data can be represented by using char data type. And in the case of admission ID, it contains both integers and characters. So our fundamental data types is not possible to represent a data admission ID. In the case of DOB also, it contains integer values and characters. In such cases, we can use user defined data type or structures. We are going to study a definition for structure. Structure is a user defined data type of a C++ to represent a collection of logically related data items which may be of different types under a common name. Next we are going to study how we can define a structure. It's a structure syntax. Here we can see struct is a keyword which is used for creating a structure. Then structure tag. Structure tag is a name of the structure. And variable 1, variable 2, etc. are elements of the structure. That is, for representing or for creating a structure, first of all we want to use the keyword struct. From the example itself we can understand. Here we created a structure student. We created as struct student and the elements are admission number, name, group and fee. Admission number is integer, name is a character data type, group is also a character data type and fee is float data type. Next, we are going to study how we can create a variable for a structure. How we can create a normal variable? The syntax is data type name and then variable. The same way in the case of structure also, we can create a variable as structure tag and then variable. Here we created a structure student. So for creating a variable for student, we can write as student A. Here A is a variable and student is the data type. Then we all know that variable declaration statement causes memory allocation as per the size of the data type. In the case of structure, it depends upon the definition of the structure. That is, here we created, or in this structure student, it contains integer type, character type and float data type. Then for storing admission number, it requires 4 bytes, that is it is in integer, so it requires 4 bytes. In the case of name, for storing name data, we need 10 bytes. That is total memory required for storing that particular variable is 28 byte. That is, for admission number it requires 4 bytes, name 10 bytes, and group 10 bytes, and fee 4 bytes. Next, we are going to study how we can access the elements of a structure. For accessing an element, we need a special operator called dot operator. The syntax is structure variable dot element name. That is, for storing any value or for storing any value into the variable admission number, we want to specify, we want to write a statement as cin a dot admission number. Here, for accessing an elements, we use the operator dot. Next, here are some questions. Please test yourself and find out the answers. Thank you for watching.